It's like going crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything with it open.
I'm seeing flashes. Oh, no, we're back. We're back. Yeah, we're back.
Yeah.
Oh, there we are.
It says connecting to chat. Okay, cool.
All right. Before our live stories break Twitch again, to reiterate what happened last time, the Motley decided to follow up on some leads on some potentially powerful dreamers, of which one of them... okay.
Yeah, our internet cut out. Yeah.
Hi, Valera. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, hello.
Also, everybody's in the... What happened? Oh, I know what happened.
Did your internet crap out, or what happened?
Yes, I am Josh, the storyteller. Fear me.
Wow, that was annoying.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing, Valera?
But yes.
I was muted that whole time. Hi, Valera. Hi, Huivn. How's it going?
And one reared up Liam decided that the best thing he could do for the city was to restore agriculture. And in that journey, he tried to send one Mr. Gilbert Boyle to go back to San Antonio to see if they could find somebody, I believe, with the life art is what you were looking for, Chaz?
We need spring. We need spring to just fuck this place up with life.
And it turns out leaving Crucifixion, like many small towns in Texas, is not as easy as it sounds. It's almost like they're all a bunch of little sinkholes that just keep dragging you back in.
What is this, some kind of metaphor?
Except this time it's magic. And not just meth and depression.
Meth and depression. What is this? The pant? Oh.
We are as depressed as you are, Daestra. Believe us.
Yeah, no Tom.
I actually think it's the border, isn't it, that has some of the worst cities, like Brownsville.
I mean, yeah, but the northern border ain't great.
Yeah.
Or the eastern border. El Paso is arguable, but like...
Look, anytime you live in a small town where there's nothing to do but drugs, people will do drugs. That's just what I've learned, living in a bunch of shithole communities. There's drugs fucking everywhere.
Yeah. So, after a tip from a helpful spirit, Mr. Gilbert Boyle returned to his motley and said that perhaps there would be another way of leaving the city, considering the desert sands seem to want to keep them in. To which him and Eleanor went out to the arroyos north of the city and found what they believed to be a means of entering a trod, to which they went back, reported their findings, and now we return to the motley at the hotel. Did I ever give you guys a name for the hotel, or have you guys just been squatting in what you are calling the hotel?
I don't remember ever calling it anything else.
No, there was never a name established.
It's in the hotel.
Would you guys like to give it a name, considering you are squatting/renovating the area? Oh yeah, and Adam's character put all the doorknobs in the hotel in the middle of the doors.
Yeah. They all work immaculately, but they're all in the middle of the doors. This is the only hotel in town. So that's why we've just been calling it hotel.
Also, Huivn, if you've seen me ST, you've seen me RP. And if you've seen everyone else RP except me, I have several questions. But if you haven't seen me be a player, then yes, this never happens. I am always trapped in that corner there. But Josh has taken my place. It's like a curse. I just have to pawn it off on somebody else.
Oh, it's like that movie, or what is it, novella by Stephen King, Thinner?
I haven't actually read that one.
I've only seen the movie. It's the one where a guy gets cursed by a gypsy to constantly lose weight until he dies, and the only way to get rid of it is to give the curse to somebody else.
Oh, damn.
Oh, well, passing off a curse is a common trope. I've seen it before.
You mean dysentery?
Would you guys like to give the hotel a name, or would you like to simply continue to refer to it as the hotel?
Oh, man.
I mean, if you're in a town with one hotel, is there a point? I suppose, you know what? This is an excellent time for to inspire people, to let them reach beyond their bounds. We need to give it a name that will uplift people, that to let them know that this is not just a hotel. This is a place where dreams come true.
I like the Hotel California reference.
As it is typical of Changeling, you guys would know that naming things can be a powerful bestowal.
That's true. Also, I accidentally clicked my mic audio, so hopefully I still sound okay. How are we feeling, guys? I for a second I was unironically thinking The Rising Sun, but then I remembered music, and that's also a bad name.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun.
And it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one.
Hey, you're around that time that song's achieving its first wave of popularity.
I mean, Valerianus has a good idea, possibly. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
Oh yeah, well, I'm sure that's a Final Fantasy reference, and I love that, so I'm leaning towards it. But is it what we want?
It doesn't have to be something you immediately decide on, but so far it's just been called a hotel, and if that's how you wish to refer to it, that's perfectly fine.
The Bates
Very different kind of inspiration if you call it it's a hotel though. Wasn't the Bates Motel? Wasn't it a motel instead of a hotel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, a hotel you get through the rooms through the inside of the building. A motel you get through the rooms through the exterior of the building.
I did not know that. Also, I love the fucking references. Shit. We gotta come up with something.
Maybe we can wait till we're done rebuilding. I don't know. Or
Yeah, this is definitely something
True.
we can power out over time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last we left off, you all were in the hotel. I believe you're coming to some decisions. Would you like to pick up there?
Yes. So previously, we were all sitting around a table, and I was tapping my quill ostentatiously. And so I believe square one was have a Mai talk to like rocks and shit to figure out what's going on. Number two, I think Gilbert, you guys were really in favor of going to the Arroyos and trying the Trod. And I was like, well, if you want, I'm not going to stop you.
I mean, I thought we had kind of decided against it because we should try and fix up things in the town and focus on the person that we believe to be the seed of Apollo. Because going through the Trod is drastically more dangerous. It might be better to like leave that as our Hail Mary.
You know what? Fuck me, Valerinos. I just realized I wanted to write the Ocean House into Rise of the Free States, and I don't remember if I time skipped that accidentally or not. I think it happened in the 40s or the 50s. Because I did extensive research for Rise Chapter 1, and then a lot of my notes I did not have for Rise Chapter 2. So, gonna have to get back to you on that.
I'm expecting like a textbook size book worth of research when you do the our vampire game that starts in 0 AD.
That one's gonna get
0 AD.
Well, actually, I was thinking about starting it during the Bronze Age. That is gonna get capital PH whacked really fast because you guys will be like Methuselah level power before the sail gets invented. Dude. Adam just ate the older cousin. Hey, you've got a fan.
Fucking Bronze Age was a wacky goddamn time. Especially when it like entered its decline, and it's like, yeah, they're just these people who came from the sea. We don't know who they were, but they just came and fucked all our shit up.
Well, I've got some textbooks for it. So
yeah, plus there's only like one major location of like tin, and so like that one country was just like super wealthy and sat on their hoard of tin.
Macedonia, I believe, if I'm not entirely mistaken.
Maybe I can't remember. I just know there's one or two that like the tin is a pretty limited resource, at least back then.
But yeah, I've got a European history book like legitimately this thick. And that's basically going to be my source book for that campaign.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is also all the stuff that took place like along the Mediterranean.
And just to throw a wrench in your plans, Chaz, I'm going to ask to play a character from Mesoamerica. Make you get a whole nother history book.
Oh man!
I mean, you could. I don't know how the fuck you're going to get over there.
This is how Josh is making you learn. He's got the professor look. He's making you get history books.
I mean, Methuselah in the Bronze Age, I'm sure there's some wacky elder powers just literally swim across the ocean floor or something.
Well, yeah, it's called fortitude. That's how fucking the La Sombra anti-trivia did it. He just was down there forever.
Right. Well, you guys are currently in the hotel. I will say dusk is approaching. What do you all wish to do right now?
This one's on you. Time to go chat up the trees.
Me?
I'm not gonna try to like. I'm not gonna try and take away your agency. You do what you want, but I do think that like, let's get maybe the Earth's perspective on this.
Yeah, I was just making sure you were referring to me because you didn't say my name or anything. So like, and I'm not looking at you. I know we're in the same room, but like, I'm not looking at you. So, but yes, I can do that.
I'm sorry. Next time I'll make sure all my requests are post dated 3 weeks in advance.
Okay, good. That's what you need to do. Fucking learn. So Josh, are there like dead trees around here?
I will say yes.
Dope. Are they like in town, or are there some that are like a little bit like they're on the perimeter, maybe?
You don't have your leap active right now, so there's a lot of like really wet, squishy noises coming from your direction.
Oh, I'm
really
shaking.
not syncing up.
I'm shaking a water bottle.
You're not doing that thing where you're just grabbing your cheek and slapping it against your teeth.
Well, it's less fun when I would like to remind you all this is entirely her idea.
I can't do that, but okay.
There are probably trees in town. You probably would have seen like when you went to the Vanderburg estate. There was definitely trees and a very not poorly maintained hedge, but very poorly watered hedge.
Is there trees near the hotel or no? I'm trying to find like maybe the closest like tree or stone.
I will say there are some very dead-looking post oaks that are since you're on Main Street, probably things that were put in like during the 10s or 20s to kind of like beautify Main Street that are currently like completely bereft of any kind of care.
Okay.
If you get a chance, please ask if there's any underground water repositories.
I was planning on doing that anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Josh. In the time that we've been here, like seeing the arroyo or flying around, have there been any areas that have seemed vaguely more green than other places?
Why don't you give me I'll give you a perception alertness at a difficulty 9. Not impossible, but you were mostly, I'm assuming you're talking about like when you were literally flying over the city and whatnot.
Or like recollection too, like as I've walked through the city, as we've driven by, going to the arroyo, like just in the time that we've been here.
In places that you've seen, definitely once again the Vanderburg estate, but they're probably pumping water or importing it from somewhere.
Well, let me
or access to whatever premium water lines there are.
Very quickly, what page are Arts and Realms again?
That is a 10, 1 success. So for the alertness perception,
you got 1 success.
1.
So when you were going over when you passed through the shares trying to leave Crucifixion, you definitely didn't see anything that would have stood out. Like people are managing to scrounge little bits of plants out of the earth, but it's nothing substantial.
Mhm.
But as you were heading to the Arroyos, you were kind of passing more towards the western parts of town,
Mhm.
probably going towards the New Mexico, Arizona area. There was one farm that you passed by that you could swear had a little bit of greenery, but you'd have to go back down and try to pick it out.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Yeah. Oh.
Well,
No.
Kyle,
Hang on, I'm working on it.
So, yeah, as you know, that one farm. Do with that as you will. Kaz Kyle Gilbert.
I've legitimately always wanted to play the Gods Must Be Crazy, which is an option in the D5e rulebook passed off the Game Master.
Oh my god. I'd be down. That sounds pretty fun.
All right, so who's going first, or what are you all trying to do here?
Um,
You completely just cut out.
Yeah, sorry. My computer completely bugged for a second there. I'm trying to get up right now. And oh, there you go.
All right,
Our
as I was
audio is
I'm
cutting.
just forgetting to unmute myself.
Okay. What?
No, I do that so we don't get stacked audio because our microphones are in the same room. It's a huge pain in the ass. Also, we both have blue mics now, so they're powerful as shit, and we'll pick up somebody farting, 3 houses down. So it's even problem exacerbated.
You've upgraded from the Yeti.
Oh no, I
It's a blue.
son
It's
of
a blue Yeti.
bitch. Hang on, now my fucking mics are fucking up because I touched this thing once. Hold on.
Yes, Melinda, there are some large but very dry and growing sparse-looking oaks that were kind of probably, like I said, were planted during the heyday of Main Street here.
Gotcha. Excuse me.
man.
So,
Oh, never mind.
can I go talk to these guys using my primal? Because that's what allows me to talk to things.
Using your what?
Primal. That's what
Prime.
allows me to talk to them.
Are you just gonna kind of go out in the middle of the? Like I said, it's dusk right now. There's probably not as many people. If as soon as you step outside, like the only light that's probably going to be on is going to be coming from like the sheriff's office and the diner.
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to be stealthy about it? Or are you like literally going up to this tree, like putting your face to it and starting to whisper?
I would also like to remind you that you can be a cat as you do this, I believe. Unless Josh wants to roll the cat can't talk.
I mean, I could send my cat, I guess, but like, if Josh allowed it.
Oh no, you're still on. Never mind. I thought you
I
were
was gonna
Puka
say.
for a second.
You thought I was a what?
I thought you were Puka for a second for some reason.
No.
Don't slander your own partner like that, Chaz.
Don't what?
Don't. I was saying, don't slander your own partner like that.
She's
Calling
not
her
that kind of cat girl.
I'm sorry, you're right.
Although they're normally supposed to be like donkey or horse faced.
I will no longer kith-splain to you.
We all know that Puka are the Kender of Changeling the Dreaming.
Well, I tried to be a puka once in one of your games. I think when we used to hang out at Tom's.
Oh yeah, my other satyr.
Yeah.
Growth.
But no, I'm a Slua, so I can't do that. I was like, what the hell? Like, that's why I was confused for a second. I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
I mean, you're right, Valernos. I guess whenever I've seen pukas, though, they've always been like horses of some sort. But that's probably just the stories I've seen.
Well, now I'm wondering if I should like maybe wait till like nighttime because I am trying to be stealthy about it. Like, I'm not trying to appear like fucking crazy, some crazy lady hugging a tree and talking to it, but like.
This is the 30s, not the 60s, and so it would look slightly unusual, but you are always welcome to roll stealth.
Yes, I will do that actually.
It's I always forget just because we play so many different games, but is stealth like an actual skill in this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a dexterity stealth then, which
Yay!
I'm sure you will pass with flying colors due to being a slua.
Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes.
4 successes. So you step outside as the sun is starting to set. The lights from the diner and the sheriff's office being some of the only things illuminating this street. And there are some street lights that were probably set up within the past decade, but nobody's bothering to turn them on.
That's me.
And you can get the image of what this main street might have been back in the heyday, looking at it, seeing the falling movie theater, all the stores, and the dried up elm trees that line the sidewalk where people used to commute. And probably two right in front of the hotel that you guys are staying at right now kind of frame the front door that has now been made a little more magical by the presence of the middle doorknobs and the doors.
Let's a look.
Is anybody going with her, or are you guys just kind of like, go talk to the trees and we'll wait in here?
So we all don't look crazy.
Well, did anybody else want to go and do anything in particular that we might need more of a group effort?
Hutch is just gonna wait until she gets back because I need info at this point. It's probably better if she goes. Yeah, I'm probably watching intently, like from the second floor of the hotel or something. But it's probably better if she goes alone because less of a group, less attention.
Adam, if you're saying anything, we can't hear you.
Okay, I think the stream can hear me. I think you guys can't because fucking...
No, Adam.
Oh. Yeah, we heard you. You good, Chaz.
I was muted for some reason, damn it. Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What were you saying, Adam?
Not Adam. Yusuf's quip about people who use the internet their entire lives fucking this up every single week gets truer and fucking truer, and I can't... That lives in my head rent-free now.
I think they just got stuck in my stomach and just muted myself.
Fucking it up every single week.
Yeah, we're consistent with one thing, fucking it up.
That's what Annabelle Rogers has to say about us, and that's really all. That's the only person whose opinion that should matter to you.
It's like our little continuity quirk that we maintain through every series.
And then I was saying, like, Paul Dingerton still has to lay low because of the.
You don't want any church nuts.
The church debauchery, yeah. So he's probably staying at the hotel for now.
Did you put debauchery and debacle together to get what you just said?
Yes, I made a new word. I am English.
I heard that too, but I didn't say anything.
I have
I understood what you meant, but I realized you put two words together and they actually debauchery and debacle.
Debauch or of what?
You put debacle and debauchery together to
Right.
get debauchery.
Debauchery. All right. Fuck yeah. But now that is a good idea, Daestra. Have Paul build a weather machine. Make it rain.
If I ever spend my experience, I can just say the power to make it rain. But
Or you guys are basically watching Eleanor from like the second floor of the hotel.
Yeah, looking through my sonic screwdriver thingy. Yeah. The all-in-one.
To someone else, if anyone else looked out their window and didn't see me but just saw them, they're just staring out the window like a bunch of freaks.
Yeah. But I picture my things like a
Probably looks a little worse considering all the characters are male.
I'm
So right now you
looking
have
through.
looking at
Simply
one
guys.
woman.
I'm looking through my thing like it's like the what's called the like a submarine one where it turns up like that and it turns up. So I'm just looking under the window, so they can't actually see me. They just see an eye and a stick. Yeah.
All right, Eleanor,
Yee.
spend that point of glamour and give me the art in the realm roll.
Okay. Art and realm. Let me see how many I need. Sorry.
And let me know if you have a bunk to help lower the difficulty.
I do. I can draw the target, so I can just draw a tree in the dirt with my fingy.
I will give you a -1 to the
Yay.
difficulty.
Dope. What's the difficulty? I'm sorry.
Should be your current banality level.
Oh, is it? Wait, what?
I might be wrong. Once again, we played too many games.
Difficulty starts at 8.
Yes,
and
okay, so it's currently at a difficulty 7.
7? Okay, gotcha. 1, 2, 3.
3 successes.
Yee.
So what will 3 successes give you in this scenario?
Is there like a limit on questions that I need, or like?
What was the art that you just used?
Nature.
It was nature,
Oh,
right?
no, I'm sorry, primal.
Primal, okay.
I was looking at my realm. Sorry.
You're fine. There we go. Ah, damn it, I just passed it. Not pyretics, primal. So what level of primal did you activate?
I have 1 right now.
Okay.
Willow Whisper.
Alright, Willow Whisper. Changeling must speak in a whisper, which shouldn't be a problem considering you literally can't speak above a whisper.
Hey.
And here's all replies as whispers in return. This cantrip is useless as a stock car race or rock concert. Oh, is useless at a stock car race or a rock concert. Secondly, no matter how hard you try, the changeling may never hear the voice of cold iron.
Good thing I'm not talking to Iron.
I imagine Cold Iron just talk shit behind their backs.
It's not just like a fuck you.
You don't know me, man. Fuck you, bro.
Oh man, I can't debate with the Iron Chain.
Alright, this lets you speak to anything. As long as you have the proper realm, you can speak to anything.
Yee.
As long as it's not made out of cold iron.
Yee. Cool. So,
Alright, it doesn't say... Okay, the changeling can ask 1 question per success, so you got 3 questions. So you go up to this tree, and what are you whispering to it to kind of get it to speak back?
well, I'm
Do you
gonna
have
start with
a good poem to recite to it or something?
I do not.
And you can always go with Thanatopsis if you're speaking to the earth or the grave.
I gotta bring out a musical instrument and ask it questions in song.
Hey, if you actually had a song ready to ask questions to things, I would legitimately give you like a -3 to the difficulty. I might not just make you roll it. At that point, if you have a song ready, that's like an automatic success. That's a difficulty 0 at that point.
Unfortunately, I don't. I have a lyre, but I don't know how to use it just yet. I know how to use it, but I haven't learned anything yet.
If you had a hurdy-gurdy and you had a song ready, it would have been a difficulty 0.
I'm like learning Scarborough Fair right now.
Pretend you know how to play it, just improvise. Air guitar, the best instrument.
Michael Jackson's Earth song, oh no.
So in the light of the setting sun, you creep up to this tree. Nobody's seeing you. And as you lean in close into it, and as you start whispering to it, you kind of see the actual gnarls of the burls start to kind of creak as it forms the face of in very, I already said gnarled, but the gnarled face of an elderly woman.
Can you paint with all the
I was gonna say
colors
fucking
of
Grandmother
the
Willow from Pocahontas.
No, I guess in this case it's grandmother or grandfather oak.
That's amazing. I love it. Okay, so I guess I will. The first question would be, where is there any like water sources underground for the wells that we can dig up ourselves?
So you hear a very dry kind of breathe in as the tree tries to prepare an answer for you. And it seems as if even this living, dying piece of nature itself is being choked by the dust around it. As it says, no, not where my roots can reach, but maybe deeper. Much, much deeper.
Okay. Let's see. Is there anything specific other than water that you need, that this land needs to live?
Like some weed would be nice. Just kidding, not.
Oh my god.
What did you say, Adam?
Like some weed would be nice. Just kidding. Some weed.
This whole land needs weeds or something to show that there's life, man.
Yeah. Less dust.
The tree prepares another reply as it breathes in once again. And it says, they have taken so much, and they have given nothing in return. Their soil has no stability, and so our roots weaken, loosen, nothing left to hold on to.
Oh, well, that's grim.
You have one more question.
I do, and I don't know what question I want to ask.
What is your favorite color?
Probably
Yes.
green.
No. What is the answer to life, the universe, and everything? There you go. Multiple nerd jokes.
Shit, I don't know what question to ask. That sucks.
You must use your imagination.
You mean the stuff that I don't have any of?
You do.
Nonsense.
Okay, I asked it what it needs, or if there's any water. I asked what it needs.
I would remind you, Daestra, that the Dustbowl technically isn't supposed to be a desert.
I guess like if the land is still salvageable or if it's too far gone, I guess that might be a good one, but I'm not sure.
You're basically asking the tree if there's any hope of fixing this.
Yeah.
Should we just let you die? Like, are you fucked?
It's a good question, I think.
What's the only way to prevent wildfires? Only you.
I can possibly do it again if I need to.
You hear a cough
Oh God.
as the tree prepares its last answer for this at least round of questioning.
I have Harold when fall out. We're
As
in
it
the
says,
Edwise.
I have seen many seasons come and go. The earth changes and we adapt. But the cycle of the seasons always continues. As it says, as the face kind of sinks back into the tree and it returns to being stoic and silent.
Awesome. Well, then I'll probably start heading back inside then after that.
So you guys all just like waiting at the top of the staircase, or
Yeah, just all of us leering over all at once. And then just sort of looks up, sees us all staring, and we just start talking amongst ourselves and just
No, can I just like do a
Cool,
sneak
nah.
attack on these guys and scare the shit out of them?
My character's
Or do they have,
awkward, so he's
or do they
still
have
staring at.
fairy? Or do they have fairy senses?
I mean, maybe.
you do realize that we are also fairies.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like you can just tell when someone's nearby, like a vampire, when they all know that one of them's fucking dead, like in Dracula. One of them dies, and they're like, "No."
I think you actually can, as changelings, feel it if one of you dies or is born in the vicinity. But
Wow.
as to like a permanent like radar, that's not something you would typically have. Me actually trying to get in without your motley seeing you though, Eleanor.
Actually, yes.
Okay. Why don't you give me another stealth roll, and the rest of you can give me a perception alertness.
And I'm so glad I put points into that.
Look at Kyle actually
Damn it, I could've
spending his
timed Kyle.
experience.
I'm sorry. What
Ditto.
was mine again, Josh? I'm sorry.
What's up?
What was mine again?
Regular dexterity stealth, while everybody else is giving perception alertness.
Okay, what's the difficulty?
6.
Four.
Did any of you beat a 4?
I got
Got a 3.
I don't think I can with my dice.
I got- Near it.
So as you guys are all kind of like looking through the boarded up windows on the second floor, you see Eleanor leaning up against a tree, whispering. You can't quite make out what she says as she kind of turns around and leaves your sight.
Did any of you catch any of that?
Well, she came back this way. I'm guessing. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know.
What are you
Perhaps we
doing?
should interview a few more rocks.
Sure. Maybe they got up to a good conversation and wanted to go for a walk. I don't know.
Eleanor, what are you doing once you go back into the hotel?
I just want to like creep up on them and like get right in there and say like, "Hey," just scare the crap out of them. Potentially, if no one sees me.
You cannot speak above a whisper. So who in particular do you wish to scare?
Oh, I have to pick one.
I'm still with my telescope thingy, by the way.
I'll go with Charlie because he got the lower one.
So what is reared up Liam's reaction as you hear the "hey" right in your ear when you're like, well, where does she go?
May I please roll appearance etiquette?
Yes.
To see. I don't believe I can actually botch an etiquette, but 7 dice got to be good for something, right?
Jesus, what the hell?
What's my difficulty?
Just difficulty 6.
All right. I got 110. So he's probably internally jostled, but he like doesn't want to show it.
Too bad I saw it.
So he just sort of stiffens up and says, "Ah, you're back. What did you find out?"
You're no fun.
I got 2 1s. The dice fucking tried.
Well, you wouldn't be able to botch it, but your surprise would have been visible.
Also, if my regal specialty applies to this, then that's 2.
I would say yes.
Boo. Ruin my fun. But the trees, the tree, I guess, not trees. The trees have mentioned that possibly there's water deeper down below, so it might be beneficial to check.
Did you ask it how to find it?
No, that would have been a good question.
Yes. If only you had one extra. Damn the limits of these spells.
Shut up. I told you I don't have a brain, I don't think.
Stop denigrating yourself.
That's my job.
True.
Yeah, Adam's the lightning rod of all our hate.
I shall absorb it to make me more powerful than you can ever become.
You mean I haven't been supposed to be throwing it at myself this whole fucking time?
I mean, if you want me to, I can probably go try to do it again. With a different tree, though. That one looks like it's just on its last knees there.
So do they all. What else did you find out?
They need better soil that's been taken from them too much. There's no nutrients, and their roots might be very weak and shrinking. So they're, like I said, they're on their last knees.
Well, this is great news then. They need fertilizer. That can't be too hard, can it?
Also, you're not meeting them.
Oh. Whoops.
Seriously, that is what Rearid says to everyone. I mean, what's the game plan here? Perhaps bury some charcoal, worst case scenario, hunt some wildlife and bury it. It can't be that hard to energize the soil. Also, you unmuted your mic as soon as I started talking.
I was trying
Y'all need
to
Bush talk.
I was trying to put in a response. Fuck.
Well, go ahead now.
I thought you weren't done talking.
I literally stopped making noise. I don't know how else to signal that I finished speaking.
You know, like half the time you do big pauses in between your friggin' sentences, sir?
Jazz is a very dramatic speaker.
No idea what you're talking about.
Do I just need like a fucking crossing guard sign to let you know when I'm not going to speak? Would that be beneficial to you?
I mean, yes, because I just told you I don't look at you. Like, I'm looking at, like, my OBS, like, half the time, and I'm looking, like, at everyone else. I'm sorry.
Displayed on your OBS. I'm right there. I can see myself from here.
Oh my god. Alright, it's fine. He's being dramatic. It's fine.
He's dramatic.
This is how writers are, guys. I'm letting you know right now. They're dramatic.
Yes, everyone knows those writers are famous for talking too much.
Yeah, because you guys are just dramatic in general.
Some say they talk in their sleep.
They want to say it so hard they put it in writing.
Yeah. Did you get the words out there?
Oh no, that's just Italian. I do that when I'm just explaining my day.
It's Italian and just dramaticy.
Would you like to put in that response yet?
I was gonna say, I assume we might need like, oh my god, you made me lose my thought. I was gonna say, I think we might need livestock to help with fertilizer, wouldn't we?
I don't understand though. There's plenty of livestock around here. Somebody must be shoveling up the cowpats.
There's not really a lot of live stock.
I mean, they may not know.
Stock, yeah.
Someone's got to be doing something with it.
I will let Eleanor know that from the way the tree phrased it, it seemed to be more like the soil stability. Well, obviously there's a nutrient deficiency, but the soil stability is also an issue. Hence, why there's so much dust.
Do you mean like compaction wise?
Onyx Path, what is up, guys? Is that you, Mr. Watson? We have missed you,
Hello.
friend. How are you doing tonight?
Hello.
House
There you go.
Italium.
Chaz is part of House Italium.
You goddamn right he is.
Is that canon now because they said it? We could write that source book.
Yes, that's canon.
The screenshot it, Charlie. The screenshot
man.
Screenshot the idea.
You can have a House Italium and like a. They can have like a stronghold in New Jersey, and it can be a medieval times. I think Kyle's laughing so hard he had to turn his mic off.
God damn. I'm gonna fucking choke to death.
So, Mr. Watson, as long as you're here, anything you want to plug? Be our guest.
Be your guest. That's his copyright.
Put this copyright to the test.
Yes.
Yeah, I was asking Josh if that means like if it's too like compacted or like I'm not sure entirely what that means.
It's not
Tree
compact.
phrased it. The way that the tree phrased it, it seems like basically the way people have been treating the soil itself has led to what's currently happening.
Like, I guess you couldn't really clarify too much because I didn't really ask it that, but
If you had like some kind of like intelligence agriculture or something.
intelligence.
Agriculture is not a specific ability, but like if you had that like under your what do you call it? Like your academics or something like that.
Let me see.
Or if you could give me something
I do
reasonable equivalent.
I do have intelligence and academics.
What's your academics in though?
Is it knowledges? Knowledges.
No, I meant like typically if you have academics, it's specialized in one area.
Oh, that's right.
Like literature or something, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I could because I had like a lot of books.
You could potentially research it.
Yeah.
There is a very disheveled library nearby. And as far as you can tell, it was mostly religious and science textbooks that were destroyed. Or non what do you call it? Basically the Christian appropriate stuff was left behind.
Secular
Josh,
stuff is gone.
this
Yes.
might be a bit of a reach. Would my knowledge of politics and the fact that I am a very special regal fop give me any insight into medieval farming practices?
I will say that is reaching a little too far in this scenario. But if any of the rest of you who are here in this conversation
What
can
about
think of
survival?
this is more of a specialized kind of area as compared to like finding out what kind of berries you can and can't eat and
Okay, fair
how
enough.
much water you need to be drinking.
And I will shut my whore mouth.
I have
What about-
a thing.
Well, intelligence science.
Do you have a specialty in a specific science?
I was 2000, so not yet.
Okay, yeah, you could probably do science. I was gonna say, what is it? Agriculture is typically
I do have science as well. Actually.
Oh, I got a thing.
yes. Kyle, you are the first. I will let you go first.
Okay. I have a hobby
Yes.
talent. It's gardening.
Ah, okay.
Man. Because you see, our dear Mr. Gilbert Boyle out on the trail he would grow corn back at the farm and take the kernels with him in his pack so that they could just make popcorn anywhere they went.
Yeah.
Because everybody loves a good snack, man.
Popcorn is actually a very popular snack in the Great Depression, so absolutely appropriate.
So,
Yeah, why don't you give it to me? I will say this is a little bit beyond typical gardening.
yeah, I might have a vague understanding. Like I've seen a lot of the air. I don't know. Just
I
it
will
would make sense a little
give
bit.
it to me at like a difficulty 8.
Hey, he knows
But
how to
Okay.
make the dirt make food. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
So that's
will
going to
say-
be hobby.
yeah, intelligence. Yeah, intelligence hobby.
I'm so glad I bought a point in intelligence. Thanks, Hutch. You made me smart. 3 successes.
3 successes.
Let's go.
So I'm assuming you're more of a. You probably learned gardening and whatnot probably from other people as compared to like going to like a farmer tech kind of school or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's a lot of kind of hand-me-down knowledge that you were taught from. Do you have like a specific person that Boyle has in mind that taught him how to reap a little bit out of the land?
I'm gonna say the quartermaster's like Abuelita was always
Okay.
back at like the camp cooking stuff, and like she did a lot of like gardening things, so she would know how to like grow things and take care of stuff, and he picked it up from her.
So there's a bit of specialized knowledge that Abuelita probably has that even some people currently in agriculture, like at the time, probably don't realize. But the Aztecs had a very old-fashioned way of growing plants to ensure soil stability, and that was planting multiple crops in order to ensure that proper nutrients were going back into the ground.
All right.
And from what you've seen from big factory farming, even the way people are planting shares from the part of Texas you came from itself, it's basically a lot of strip farming where people are planting a lot of one particular crop, reaping all of that and planting the exact same thing over and over and over again.
Well, friends, I think I have a slight idea as to what's going on with it. That said soil issue. See, I had this one of my old work buddies. His abuelita would feed us and take care of us, and her garden, no matter what, like always had food coming out of it, even when things started to slow down. And she kind of taught me a little bit about like how using different plants to kind of help rehabilitate the soil by growing them together. So that may be an option as to us fixing things around here.
You're talking
reap the
about
plant
crop
from-
rotation. Is that a normal thing that would be known?
What's your intelligence at, Hutch?
I'm pretty fucking smart. Okay, it's only a 3. I'm pretty fucking average. But, you know, I read things sometimes.
Average is 2.
I was gonna say
How am I
two's more.
smarter than you right now? When you're the like aristocraty kind of guy.
You want to know how? What's your social? I can talk all fucking day. That's how.
I mean, my
have
social's actually pretty good too.
Oh shit! You're just a big
I
book
don't have
nerd.
I mean, I
Rear
am
that,
a nerd.
Adam
in
the
Office
combat
Space.
monster.
now that I come-
Rear, it's the guy in Office Space where he's like, I'm the person that talks to the customer because the engineers don't know how to talk to people.
Yeah, and I'm the engineer. I can't fix things. What do you think I flubbed it with the girl in the beginning?
I will say at 3 dots of intelligence, you probably have heard of what crop rotation is. You wouldn't know anything about like ideal crop rotation, but in more subsistence farming, crop rotation would be more normal. So crucifixion, it looks like, especially from what you've seen, is more industrialized farming, even if a lot of it's being done on shares. And of course, as you all learned on your way into the city and from the Vanderbergs, it also used to be a very big cattle town. And so there's probably a lot of corn and grains being grown to also feed the cattle.
All right, so how do we use this knowledge to help these people? I sense there's multiple levels to that question. Namely, even if we did come up with an idea, how would we get them to listen to us?
Kidding.
I have an idea. I have an idea, but you first. What say you with this knowledge? How does it aid us?
Yeah.
Well, mean, we need a water source, obviously. I think that's going to be our biggest issue with rehabilitating the area. But if we're going to revitalize everything, we need to have a way to do that. And if I remember right, what she showed me, it's how to plant what plants and try and get a little bit. We'll probably need something to give this dead ass soil, this really dead soil, a boost. That's not what they say in the 1930s. Shit.
With 3 successes, Kyle, Gilbert Boyle probably learned about the Tres Hermanas from Abuelito.
Yeah, the 3 sisters for sure. Which should make sense, you know, bean, corn, and squash, right?
Squash, yes.
Still got it.
All right, so
yes,
priority
watch.
1 is finding us a water source. Is there anything nearby that we might be able to divert?
I can go back and talk to the tree.
Well, I did notice a farm out my journey that seemed a little more sprott. Not a lot, just a little, but that might have something going on.
So you found one single farm in the middle of nowhere that seemed to be well off.
Well off is
Strong word.
generous. It not completely destitute was how I would call it.
I'm still willing to bet there's some sort of horrible monster taking up reference there. But perhaps
go say
it's worth
hi.
a shot. I guess that's what I'm for.
Chance to have a dog named Courage.
The things I do for love.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There we go.
If they're not terribly well off, we have no guarantee that they're going to be willing to share their limited resources, but I suppose we
I
can
mean,
ask.
maybe, you know, we can help each other. We just have a little more, I don't know, gumption, ability to move things, bigger perspective. They might be able to help themselves.
Josh,
I can
when
make
did
corn
we
into
set up
ethanol.
the meeting for Mary Gold's sister? What was her name?
Eileen Gold.
Yeah, when did we set up the meeting for Eileen?
I believe you set up for like a few days. Also like 3 or 4 days. I'm pretty sure last time I gave a specific date, but tentatively for now, I'll say about 3-4 days.
If we've got some time, then going to that farm tomorrow should be our objective. I think. Once we can secure a water source, I might, or maybe we can convince Eileen to start writing some better farming practices into the sermons, because most of them will listen to Mary, no fucking question. Hutch hasn't quite hit demagogue levels yet, but you know, apparently I'm on my way.
Nice.
And should that be the case, then we might have found an organic solution to the problem. Josh smiled. Josh kind of smiled. That means it was funny. God damn it, you're all barbarians.
I am a caveman.
It was a bad joke.
It was, but I made Josh smile. So, you know, I win.
I also found
I will, Eleanor, why don't you give me that intelligence academics roll?
I'm sorry, say that one more time for me.
Yeah, intelligence academics.
Okay. 1 second, I need one more dice because I got like 4 in intelligence, 2 in the other one.
2 in library sciences, I'm assuming. A real field of study, by the way, but that's typically a master's degree.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes.
Should it be useful to you, you are aware of at least one creative means of presenting farming practices. Although it's not religious in nature. But in your deep reading of the classics and of fairy tales and all the literature of the Western canon, you know that there is one poem that describes proper farming practices at least 2,000 years ago, and that would be the Georgics by Virgil.
Dope.
I love the deep lore. This is
Josh is a wealth of knowledge. Holy shit.
my vote goes to Josh.
See, I can't do this as an ST. I can just kind of be here and like, Josh actually knows things.
You're making us look bad, Josh. Stop being so smart.
He's not making us look bad. He's teaching us.
But you're making us look bad.
For anybody who wants to learn proper farming practices in ancient Rome, according to a poet from the 1st century AD, Virgil's your man.
Thanks, Virgil. I've always been curious.
Probably more well known for writing the Aeneid and for being Dante's guide through hell.
The first
Nice.
isekai.
Yeah, but Alistair's way cooler than Yamato, so. That was
Also
a joke for
purgatory.
Tom, and Tom's not here.
Aw.
Yeah, he helps him through purgatory too. Book 3 is heaven, and that's when what's her name helps him, guides him through the heavenly spears.
Oh, Beatrice?
Yeah, it's Italian. Is that how you would say it in Italian?
Dude, I'm East Coast Italian. I have no fucking idea. I know 2 phrases in Italian. Fango and e una caso, which is a dick.
It's going to be another one of our CAFCON tours, Chaz. We're going to do a power metal tour through Italy.
Oh, also, uvace da mamma. Your mother has a face like a pig. Or, if you prefer, uvace da sorda. Your sister has a face like a pig.
You have to love that the insult isn't directed at the person, but their sister.
The women in your life are pig-looking.
It's like, you as a man can be ugly. I cannot insult you for your looks. Your sister, on the other hand, it's like, oh, now those are fighting words.
How dare you?
All right, so what is your all's current plan with the current information you've gathered?
I say we rest tonight, we head out for the farm bright and early, and we start talking to people and see what we see. Like I said, Objective 1 is a water source. Objective 2 is getting these people to quit fucking up their soil. Even if we do that, though, like, what is the turnover that we're expecting? Like, it's gonna be months on the conservative end before they start actually seeing improvement.
I mean, yeah, but
You all were sent here for the long term. Not necessarily long term, but
at least a year.
if you check the journal mission objective, it was find the seed of Apollo and establish a hold if possible.
Okay. Well, I mean, I was kind of figuring on establishing a hold in crucifixion anyway. That was always part of Rurid's plan. But I'm just thinking, how do we give these people hope now? I think it's going to take a little bit more than a couple shoots. But, well, solve the problem first and then figure out how to get people to believe in the solving later, I guess.
Hey, Josh.
Yes.
I did bring books with me. I don't know if any of those
Ask if you brought the Georgics with you.
I mean, I guess that one. So maybe just like
You'd definitely be the cool nerd in classics, the classics department, if you carried a copy of the Georgics with you.
I can, I guess. Or I guess I can ask.
No, what was your actual question?
Would it be cool if I had something on farming up in my luggage that I haven't finished unpacking?
If you can give me a good justification on why somebody who prefers fiction to nonfiction, why she has a book on farming or perhaps has a copy of a farming-centric book.
Because I'm a nerd, but no, it's fine. No, I don't have one. To be honest, I was just asking if that was cool.
No, but once again, you can always... The library wasn't completely destroyed.
That's true.
And, you guys don't have a cult, right?
A cult for us is Greymare.
Okay.
I mean, no, I don't have a cult yet, but I'm working on it. There's one growing up around me as we speak.
Josh, can I create some dowsing rods? Just walk around town at night to see if we can find like any places where there might be water underground.
Oh, you can definitely try that. I will ask you how you plan on doing that, though.
Just walk around to see if I can find like anywhere. Or walk around aimlessly until I find a place where they connect. And just like putting a mark on it in the ground. And then forget that the wind blows.
Kind of like pseudoscience, though.
Yep, but
Like,
it's
Or Fae. They work for us.
That's fucking fair.
yeah. That's what I'm guessing. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
I say, Kyle, can you give us some of your Boy Scout expertise about dowsing rods?
No, he was talking about occult, the stat, like OCCULT.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm explaining to Valernos.
Oh, yeah. I mean, dowsing rods have been a disproven pseudoscience, but it's you can use. Some people will use like a special like Y-shaped even stick. Other people use like two metal prongs. So I think maybe I'm not entirely sure what they're made out of. So they could just be steel. Maybe they're silver, tin. I don't know. But the idea is a dowser is someone who can kind of pick up, like it's sort of like a sixth sense sort of deal, like their own psychic little bit. And well, depending on how crazy you want to get with it, sometimes it's just someone who's experienced, and they walk around with two dowsing rods, and whenever they cross, that's normally what is supposed to be where water is marked.
Yeah.
I've only seen those metal rods used for like ghost talking or something.
I don't know
Because
why.
it's a fucking pseudoscience.
Yeah,
Did they teach you that part in Boy Scouts, though, Kyle, the ghost talking part?
no, that was never mentioned. The only thing that was ever mentioned was like the dowsing sticks that just crossed, and that means there's supposed to be water underground.
Yeah, I've seen it a lot online where like people use it to like they hold it in each hand, kind of like pretty much the same thing as like dowsing, but you ask like yes or no questions, kind of like a pendulum where it, like.
Oh yeah.
So it's like if it's yes, they go apart. If it's no, they cross or something like that.
Gotcha.
Real
Yeah.
quick, Eleanor, why don't you give me a intelligence Greymare?
Sure. 3, 4. Get rid of one of these. Okay. Is it still 6?
I will say difficulty 7.
Okay. I still got 3. Dope.
3 successes. So, trying to think of any specific books, you know the library has been partially destroyed due to a religious-induced fervor. However, being a Sluan having a little bit of knowledge of the other side for humans, sometimes what has been lost can be regained on the other side if you cannot find a specific book that is still physically intact in the library.
Oh, wait. Am I...
Somebody had to really like farming if she's about to dig that shit out of Shadowlands.
I mean, to be fair.
I'm more inferring that the library, in a moment of extreme anguish for somebody, was mostly burned down. Might leave an echo of the library on the other side.
Fair enough.
I mean, hey, GM fiat is a thing. If that's the bullshit you want to go with, by all means.
Hey, listen, like
Hey, it makes sense.
There are ghosts that attach themselves to objects.
I'm just giving him shit.
I believe in spirits, damn it. I've had shit happen to me.
Let the book nerd have his super dope ghost librarian. Every nerd deserves their nerdness.
I was actually going to ask to go back to the library anyway to see if there was anything I could find that wasn't like burned, perhaps. like at all, or if like anything that like slid under somewhere. But yeah, either way, I would like to go to the library at some point.
As the Danny Phantom.
All right. So who's basically going to bed then?
That's I.
I've no reason to be awake.
I think it might be better for me to go during the night.
The library?
Just because everyone's asleep. Really. So, and, you know, it won't look weird if anyone does see me.
Will you require assistance?
If you like, you can come with me. If you
Just-
feel like it would be beneficial.
Just in case someone sees us snooping around, it might be best to have someone at hand that can talk us out of trouble.
You are welcome to join us.
Alright, I'll go with her.
How late is it?
It's currently dusk right now. I'll say at this point it's past dusk. It's probably like 8 p.m.
Oh, it's still kind of early. I guess.
I do
Still
believe I
hot
said
as
it was
hell.
still summer, so 8 p.m. sun's almost completely down. Probably
Yeah.
around 8:30 is when total darkness will start to set in.
Well,
Other than starlight, obviously.
I guess I will wander around with our dear Mr. Tinkerton for a little while, just to make sure he doesn't get in trouble.
Okay. So, Paul Tinkerton, how exactly do you plan on trying to find water?
He digs until he gets lucky.
It's supposed to like his the way Desiree were explained to me is you basically you just walk around until you find them cross essentially. So I'm just gonna like have a map of the area essentially and just start from one area and work my way across.
Where do you plan on getting a map of the area?
I guess draw one myself if I can.
Daestra, that's so funny.
I was gonna use my dex. I was gonna walk on my hands and then draw with my feet. You know. I was gonna. I guess.
Oh, to answer a
So,
question
but-
Valernos had earlier, changelings don't develop cults, but they will develop groups of dreamers that they'll feed off the glamour they give off of as they inspire glamour out of people.
Yeah. I almost have one, but I have to wait a month.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're gonna try to like actually do you have dowsing rods on you? Or are you trying to make that argument or
I'm basically like using the scrap metal from the damn door hinges or whatever to make some dowsing rods.
so you're gonna basically walk around town trying to use it, or you're gonna
Yeah,
actually try to
essentially
find
use-
like a map or something of town first, or make one first?
I guess.
Oh god, he's gonna make them accuse us of witchcraft.
No.
Hey, he already almost got lynched by the church people. At a certain point, I can't help him.
I'm just saying.
Wait, Adam did? God damn it, Adam!
Were you there that time when I?
I think I might have missed it.
Were you not here when he pissed off the entire congregation of religious loonies?
No, he wasn't. I don't think I was
Yeah,
here.
I think that was the session I missed, and of course that's the one where Adam does something go fucking complete crazy.
Like I don't know my consequences of actions. It's a. I know I said it backwards, but I realized it
Vice
afterwards.
versa. I was gonna say.
Adam is the action of consequences.
I guess I'll draw a map first. I guess.
All right, which direction are you heading in first?
May I ask a question?
Yes.
If you're just gonna walk around town with these fucking sticks, what is the point of the map?
So I can like mark where if I find a spot where there might be something under it on it.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
say circle
Essentially, like-
across all
So-
places.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
like
Adam-
X marks the spot. Yeah.
Adam.
Yeah.
Do you want to take the car then? Make it faster.
I guess with the Dowser roads will be fast enough. I don't know if that works.
Or Faye. It's fine.
Sure. Yeah.
The
We're-
rod's
we're
just
just-
doing this the whole time.
Right? We're
Is
just
it water in the
driving-
wind?
We're just going down the street, just watch it, just like wing, wing.
Yeah. We can try it then with the car and do it quick time.
Yeah. Let's do.
I don't. If you're trying to like get an idea of the city to make a map first, you can definitely do that. But trying a dowsing rod while driving, I don't think that's gonna work.
Need one more person to be. I guess I could draw with my feet. Dowse around with my hand. And Cal could draw the map.
Oh my god.
I could draw the map.
Problem solved.
It's like there aren't any other cars. I'm not really worried about hitting anything.
Yeah.
Like our car flies off of bullshit. So
One foot pushing the pedal, one foot steering, and then my hands dousing. Valerinos. It is simple.
no, I'm the one driving the car.
But then who's gonna draw the map?
Okay,
gonna do
one
both.
set of dexterous toes on the steering wheel, one set of dexterous toes with the pen, 2 dowsing rods in each hand, and Kyle holds the paper.
Like, we'll draw. It doesn't have to be like a crazy detailed map. I could just draw like a basic one with some like minor illustrations.
There's just a house, a hotel, water here.
Yeah, like that's all we realistically need, and then we can bulk it up for grandeur later. We just need a map and someone who can interpret it. And if I draw the map, I know what it means.
Well, you see, Valerinos, he unzips.
And there's just another hand.
Another foot,
So
come on.
weird.
And another dexterous foot.
All right, he did not get that merit to not have toes on his penis. It's common sense.
It's like that one show, like a Danish show for kids that like this guy does things with his penis. It's an actual thing and I forget what it's called.
Adam, have you ever
This
stubbed
morning-
your penis toes?
That sounds like it hurts more.
Exactly.
Have you ever caught them on your zipper?
Many penis feet.
Like Kazan just, he's like an echidna down there, but it's got like toenails.
Twin.
So you're basically going to be driving slowly to start like drawing the map out, then, right, Kyle?
Yeah. I wasn't planning hauling ass. Like, just make it seem like we're just on a casual roll. Nothing going on.
So you guys are going to be heading north, south, east, or west then?
From top to
Well,
bottom.
I will leave that to the guy with the dowsing rod as to which direction we should head. Yeah, picking up anything there, Chief?
We'll say we start from the top and go to the bottom.
Okay. You got the rods.
Until you find the wet spot.
Wait, which
Okay.
direction did you say you were heading?
I'm gonna start from the top of the area, and then I'll work our way down.
Right,
So I guess we're going to the northwest and heading south.
Yes.
So we're going to go up to the northwest of the town and then head south.
Okay.
Or do you want to go north? I don't know. I guess he was going northwest. Maybe it's northeast. I don't care. Whichever.
Yeah, I was say northwest.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
All right. To the ghost group. What do you two plan on doing?
I'm just kind of letting her take the lead. I'm gonna keep an eye out, see if anybody. I'm looking for witnesses, kind of, as I just kind of follow her.
I'm taking the Ouija board.
I was gonna say that I just in case anyone did see you, like I could just be in a shadow, but I don't think he knows where it is. So that what just looks like maybe, because I think I'm going to need his help anyway to get the library. So just make it look like he was just looking at the library to see how, in like what condition it's in. But that's fine. We can just go, since I don't think he knows where it is.
So you two just kind of like trying to sneak down the street, or you guys are just kind of like openly walking?
How weird is it to be out after dark? I assume it's not very common.
Yeah, like I said, Main Street's pretty dead. There is like a very small, probably less than a handful of people at the diner. And then there's a light on in the sheriff's office, just in case anything happens.
Custom Blake, welcome. Good morning.
Hey, man.
Hello.
Good morrow to you. Welcome.
And a good morning from Vasil.
And Vasil. Hello.
Hello, Vasil. You brighten our
Hello,
day
friends.
every... Well, actually,
Hello.
brighten the middle of our fucking night, but, you know, sentiment. You.
No, we can't go.
Brighten our midnight sun, as Stephanie Meyer would put it.
Welcome, Custom Blink. Is this your first time here? I don't believe I've seen your username. Chaz, you have an echo on stream. I don't. I have somebody that doesn't know how to mute their mic when they're finished speaking.
I already muted it.
Y'all need push to talk.
We do, but my keyboard's like over there, and that like takes effort. Welcome. We're happy to have you here. I guess we should give the channel pitch. We are variety RPG streamers. We usually do World of Darkness. Vasil, I said basically we much hetero man love you. Are you implying that Josh has not read literally everything?
Oh, I haven't read Steph. I tried to read the first Twilight book when I was in high school. I couldn't get through it.
Dude, fucking same. I was like, okay, you know what? I don't want to bash something that I haven't given a chance to. I'm going to try. And I cracked it open, and I got to page fucking 4. Because literally, the prose was so mind-numbingly awful. I'm like, I can't. I
Absolutely. I read the
Well,
series.
movies.
I can read book covers, and last time I was at Barnes & Noble, I saw she had a new book out called Midnight Sun.
Which she's been working on for like 8 years.
Yes.
You
It's not great.
You are correct. We love Changeling. Josh, would you like to give the pitch for your chronicle?
I wanted to do something historical that dealt with a challenging time both for humanity and our native region of Texas, as well as changelings as a whole. And so I wanted to set and play a game of Changeling in the Dustbowl of North Texas in the 1930s. So a lot of challenging things that there are, both historical and magical, that I thought would be interesting story fodder for the group.
Thank you for being a new viewer, because our numbers move like icebergs.
Man. Welcome aboard.
But yes, it is indeed 11:30 for us.
Thank you much.
Yeah, so there's really no streetlights on either. So if you guys are like sticking to like the dark parts of the sidewalk, it's not going to be terribly easy to get spotted.
I tend to stick to the dark spots, so that works.
No, thank you for the column, Custom Blinka.
Yeah.
I think Rear-Id.
It's like, but if I walk in the dark, people can't see me.
Please mute his mic. I'm thinking Rear-Id's probably gonna do a stealth roll just in case. Maybe not trying to be like too suspicious, but
You can give it to me at the standard difficulty 6.
1 success.
1 success.
I legitimately thought I was gonna botch. Just walk to the library in my banana yellow fucking tracksuit or something.
In a literal banana suit. Now, how many dice do you have for that roll? Like it looked like you only rolled 1.
I rolled 3 whole dice, friend.
So 1 success. It's even for somebody used to being the center of attention, middle of nowhere, Texas, in the Great Depression with no streetlights, it's not terribly hard to remain hidden, as there are very few light sources and very few people to see you. And so the hotel that you guys have been squatting at isn't terribly far from where the library on Main Street was.
I really
heading towards.
Oh, sorry. I really need to get off my ass and like get a Nightbot running. Adam, do you have a link to the Twitch? Or usually the guy that has the links.
Copper, some I think.
Custom Blink ahead of the game, right there. High five. Yeah, it's linked down below, but I don't know. I guess a lot of people don't like dealing with the panel, so it's there. Apologies, Josh. Please continue.
No, you're fine. So it's not a terribly long walk from one side of Main Street to the other. And heading towards the direction of the church, you come to the library where I believe Eleanor didn't break down any... didn't make a great effort to kind of break down any of the boarding that got put up on the library, considering she's a slua and basically slipshot security isn't a big problem for somebody who can squeeze through an inch-wide crack.
Right?
Yeah, we'll pull him in through the window. It's fine.
So yeah, I'm assuming you guys go through the back door, which is how Eleanor got in last time.
Yeah, Hutch has some larceny. He can shake loose a couple of the boards enough to get inside.
Yeah, so I'm assuming you guys get to the back door and you see the slua kind of just start to do the slua thing through the boards.
Watch her with that look on my face, and then just slowly start jimmying out some blanks.
Because you're like, wow, they really don't have bones.
She just goes like 2D and just like hermit crab walks through the board. So she looks normal until you watch her like meld through the wall. You're like, what the fuck?
Just goes full on Paper Mario for a second.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
Slides under the door.
I'll help him. I'll help him with one of the boards. A couple of the boards there to help him get in. I won't be completely mean and just. I won't be completely mean and just go past him. Like, I'm just gonna help from the other side and push him out.
Why don't you give me that larceny roll, Hutch?
What do I get for her helping me? I honestly don't remember what the assistant rules are in 20th Anniversary Edition.
I was going to give it to you at like a difficulty 7, but you can do it at a difficulty 6 for the assistants.
Oh, I thank you.
Adam Mance. Fuck yeah, man.
That's it.
Fuck.
Yeah.
All my dice
that.
rolled into all my other dice, and now I legitimately don't know which ones I rolled. Okay. Diff 6, that's 2 successes.
This isn't Hutch's first time having to break into a boarded up building considering his family's history. So not a whole lot of noise, probably a little bit of a creak, but nothing that's going to be echoing all throughout town. So you're able to displace enough boards that you can kind of, duck down and squeeze in, and you find yourself in what appears to be a back office that Eleanor would already be familiar with, having rifled through it to get the librarian's old diary.
I'm going to be leaving this operation mostly to you, but if I can help in any way, don't hesitate. This is not entirely my wheelhouse.
I guess just start searching, maybe like underneath things, if there's like cracks, see if anything would be useful for us for the town, referring to the gardening or soil or anything like that. Anything that might help.
Alright, I'll start looking around. I'm assuming there's no ghosts here, because you certainly would have warned me before that happened. And I started exploring the library.
I'm not going to tell him Jack. He's just going to see me talking to something. That's fine. I'm actually, I think that the idea is funny.
See you talking to yourself, just like sluas.
So you actually going to activate your Sight of the Dead to start looking for the ghost, or are you also just kind of looking for books?
Good night.
Good night,
No, I'm gonna let I'm gonna let him look for the books, and I'm gonna like look for the lady that is deceased here, unfortunately for her. Also, good night, Valenas.
Good night, amigo. Good night, amigo. Here, let's pull it up real quick.
Oh, do you actually have it mapped out?
Oh, the library?
Yes.
I have it mapped out in my head, but I was trying to pull up the slua rules for speaking to the dead.
Uh-huh. That's one thing I always liked about Call of Cthulhu, is that they just always recommended like drawing out like house plans and stuff. No grids, no nothing, just move from floor to floor and stuff. Shiny Mewy!
Shiny.
It has been forever.
Howdy there.
Hello.
Wow, hello.
Howdy, howdy. We're getting all the old folks and new folks.
Hell yeah.
Like it.
Okay. Eleanor, give me a perception kenning roll at a difficulty 7. And you must spend a
Those are-
point of glamour to activate this.
Okay, it's perception and
Kenning.
kenning.
And you must spend a point of glamour to do so.
Okay, I'll do it. Fuck it, YOLO.
Damn it, it's still shiny movie.
Potentially.
Gotcha. There it is.
Slugma. Oh my gosh. I also read that word very incorrectly at first. Slugma, yes.
Last year's joke.
Cute.
That was so Pandera era.
Damn, I have 6
Pandera.
days.
God damn
Hang
it.
on.
So pandemic era.
What are you talking about, Kyle? For us, it's still pandemic era.
What's the difficulty, Josh?
Difficulty 7.
Ooh, nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So as you kind of
I love having a lot of dice. It's nice.
start letting your eyes go white, as you kind of open your perception to the shadows behind the shadows, as the already burnt down library seems to get more decrepit somehow. And as you start to open your eyes to the realms of the dead, she's right there in front of you, right in your face with the ouch.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
And Chaz, why don't you give me the I will say perception investigation at a difficulty 9, because there are literally no lights on in here, and this library is literally half burnt down.
Ho ho! I bought one of those. Oh, I don't see shit, Captain.
All right, I will you as you're looking through the books, I will say so far you've only managed to find a copy of Little Women.
This is farming, right? Put it in the jacket pocket and keep shuffling.
You hear the Eleanor hears a you've brought others to finish what you didn't last time.
We're not here to harm you. Or hurt this library. I actually want to restore it to what it was.
True.
The ghost kind of eyes you, trying to take you in. You're not from around here.
No. Does she not recall me from the first time?
No, she recognizes you.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Chicago by Night is one of my absolute favorite books from the Vampire line. Or I guess I should say one of my favorite city books. The first edition is absolutely bogged down by first edition jank, just because White Wolf had some weird ideas about which way the game was going at then. But it's still fantastic. Although, in my mind, it's inseparable from the Succubus Club, which was like a companion volume. So, but yeah, good book. Good read. I definitely recommend Succubus Club next, though.
That way you can burn it down multiple times.
Every session, yeah.
How many times did we actually burn down the Succubus Club, Chaz?
I don't think it was ever like destroyed.
Yeah, not destroyed, but like between the werewolf attacks.
What is this, Modine's? Shit.
The werewolf attack was, let's say, scripted, right? That was part of like Chicago canon. We can't blame you for that one. The other fucking 6 times you made Brennan Thornhill completely destitute, that's a little more debatable.
Hey, we made him Prince.
True. I'll be right back, guys.
No, we're gonna burn down this city. Yeah.
You got a lot to deal with if you want to sit on the throne.
Offer the ghost some ghost flakes. It's like cornflakes but made of ghosts. Or for
Flake.
ghosts.
Well, you have to remember, Melinda, you haven't played Wraith with us, but in the world of Ghost, in the Ghost world, everything is made out of other ghosts.
Ah.
So offering a ghost flakes would be offering them several tiny ghosts
That's
formed
right.
into little ghost cornflakes.
That Soul's the first box of Kellogg's cornflakes.
Back when they were meant as an anti-masturbation tool.
Exactly.
Oh my god, they were. I remember hearing about that.
If you eat cobs, you won't want to have sex. Man, why are all these kids having sex? Well, they're really well energized from their morning carb-loaded breakfasts. I did not see that one going that way.
We have failed miserably in our.
In our effort to curb the sex appetites of the teens, we have only made it worse. Much like band camp.
Band
knew
camp
putting-
wasn't that bad.
Who knew isolating a bunch of hormonal teenagers would result in so many poor decision making?
I knew that.
Anyone's guess.
I worked at summer camp. I saw it happen many a time. to some pretty catastrophic limits.
Sick.
Yeah.
What do you want? Why can't you just leave me be?
I was hoping you could help me. I need some knowledge that I don't know if you have or if you can help me find. On some gardening. I would like to try to restore this library, and also we're trying to restore the town.
She scoffs at you when you say restore the library. She says you might as well consider this in Alexandria. In such a meager oasis. You can try to build it back again, but they will only burn it down again.
Have to get by me to do it.
Are you planning on keeping me company on this side?
Fucking what?
Because they will get through you.
They'll have to try.
They only believe in one book that matters. And they'll use it to justify whatever they want to do.
As I said, they'll have to try their hardest. So can you help me?
Answer a question first.
Okay.
Why would you want to restore a library to a bunch of people who burned it down in the first place?
It's not really for them, it's for the townspeople. I don't know if they count as, the people who did this count as townspeople, if they're going to tear down their community. And there might be potential for other people here.
And what will you do if it's those very townspeople who want to bring it down again?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mute my mic somehow. I apologize.
That's fine.
It's a learning experience.
Josh, I didn't hear the whole question, I'm sorry.
Oh, she asked you that what are you going to do if it's those very same townspeople that you want to educate, if they're going to just burn it down again?
I don't think they would. At least not people who actually, probably have an urge to learn, especially further if it's helpful to them.
Ignorance, much like this dust, has a tendency to spread itself, to proliferate.
That's why the library is needed.
I can't argue with that one. But I can't help but imagine trying to fix this land is a bit more than a book on farming is going to help you.
Any books of the sort like that one, it might help. We do need some knowledge. Unfortunately, it seems most of the books here are charred.
She's going to start looking through the books, and Chaz, why don't you give me a perception alertness at a difficulty 7?
Like the knowledge how to burn people, best knowledge. Sometimes you need it.
No, I was right. It's 3 dice. Diff, what now?
A difficulty 7.
This die has landed like on edge twice. I shit you not.
Edging.
1 success.
Binks, yeah.
On that degenerate wavelength tonight, y'all.
Yes.
As you're looking through the piles of books, trying to find anything related to farming, you see a book kind of get lifted out of the pile and kind of float right over your head as it lands in Eleanor's hands.
Hutch just kind of looks over, acknowledges what happens, and just keeps looking for other stuff.
I like it.
She hands you a book, and it's a book of old farming essays. Some of them compiled by Thomas Jefferson himself from the revolutionary times to pre-Civil War. It looks like a very textbook kind of a style book. If you flip through it, you're going to see what look like some old illustrations of like farming equipment from like post-revolutionary days.
Hutch, do you think this would be useful? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Josh.
Oh, she's going to tell you that much was lost in the conflagration, but I'm not sure how useful this book is going to be to you, but you could speak to someone else who tried to fix things before things got out of hand.
Vasil, I have run Wraith a whole 1 chronicle. I do love Wraith a whole bunch. Maybe one day. What is your question?
No, I was gonna tell the lady thank you. And who is the person that tried to help?
Yeah, it's literally called a necropolis, my guy. They're literally all wraiths in the world of the dead.
Literally everything is made out of other ghosts. Which is just disturbing when you think about it. Those paved stones you're walking on, ghost. That tree over there, made out of ghost. This hat, ghost.
Exactly, Daestra. That's
yeah, that's correct, Daestra.
I got excited because I saw a new name, but it's just a bot.
It's a bot. Quick, smite the bot.
When it says see hot stuff, it's funny.
Buy followers, primes, and viewers on bigfollows.go fuck yourself. We're consistently getting bots. That must mean something.
Yeah, it means even the bots know we're losers. These assholes look desperate.
Damn, what does that say about me? I get several bots on my streams. I get like 1 or 2 at a time every stream.
It doesn't help that we're like playing so late. Probably throws off the bots.
The Russians are waking up. Sorry, Vasil. I know you're not Russian, but
Vasil is Bulgarian, you
No,
nationalist.
no. I said, you're not Russian, but he's close enough.
Oh no.
Adam, you're not making it better.
Well, we also have those Russian fans now that are. I don't know if they told us, if we told them yet.
Oh yeah. I don't know if that guy actually did our translations yet. I've been subbed to his YouTube channel. I haven't seen him put them up, so we'll see what happens.
Bots like women? I mean, yeah, maybe.
He'll say there was a farmer down in the shares.
Come inside, Vasil.
That was your first mistake. You should know better by now, Vasil. You've been around long enough.
These are the consequences.
Sorry is my favorite.
Yeah.
His name was Hollis Brown. He tried everything, and he seemed on the verge of being able to at least save his own farm, but well, he passed before I
waiting
did.
for a shiny.
Say that last part again, Josh. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Oh, he died before he could fix his own farm. But if there's somebody who you might want to talk to about farming, she knows another spirit, although she will say that you may not find him as amicable as she is.
I'm willing to give it a try, whoever this is. Who is it?
But she said his name is Hollis Brown, and his farm is still out in the shares.
Hollis Brown, okay.
Nobody's gone near it
Outside of town.
in the months.
So I'm just really is Reared, are you just ignoring me entirely?
No, I acknowledge that their conversation is going on in the background. I'm just used to weird shit happening, especially in the vicinity of the Slua. Like, I'm a member of a fairy court. I work directly for the fucking Duke. Like, this is Tuesday.
Why don't you give me one more,
Like I said, you just shrug and say, Sluas.
another perception investigation roll at a difficulty 9.
The dreaming works in mysterious and uncanny
Man,
ways.
pizza sounds good right now.
Diff 9, botch.
Botch.
Ooh.
So what is the opposite of a farming book?
The opposite of a farming book. I'm tempted to say erotica, but no. One is for growing life. The other is for creating life.
Salt
you
and
found
burn tactics of the Persian army.
No, we can do better than that. We can do better than that. The opposite of a farming book is an industrialist manual, but one that's flawed, will make almost no profit and only accentuate global warming.
I was going to say you found a biography of, what's his name, John Gold? No, not, God, what's his
Josh,
name?
you have to remember you're the smartest one here, and I don't know as many things as you.
He is indeed.
We'll look it up real quick.
Build a hentai workshop. Oh my.
Oh,
I would totally do that.
No, I think he's referring to what we used to do at the end of the hentai literature clubs. Those were super fun.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would still do it, though. I'm still trying to learn how to draw hentai, so...
I believe his name is Jay Gold.
It's adorable that you have that much faith in me, Josh, but I have to disappoint you. You know, there probably is a way to incorporate that in what we do now. We sit down, we do the build a hentai workshop, and then some unlucky bastard has to run a maid game based on that idea.
Yeah. You find a biography of Jay Gold, Chaz, the railway tycoon, which is just basically a book on how to fuck over people and make lots of money.
Daestra, listen, I'm trying. I'm still practicing my drawing. It's not very good.
The total expense of the environment.
You can only draw chibi. It's not that cool. It's like that.
Yeah, I don't want to draw them chibi.
Yeah, we need the full yaoi hands and everything. Yeah.
To her defense, she did almost draw the me and Bob. What would you call it?
Oh man.
It was a yaoi, and I started on it, and it's not done. I have to find the sketchbook it's in.
Finish your damn character sheet then, Yui.
Finish your damn
feels good.
hentai, am I?
I'm trying.
Yumi, I feel like you're saying how many characters you can make in the time it takes Adam to finish one.
Daestra, listen, you need to stop by one of my drawing streams or something, dude, because, like, you don't know how, like, my art actually is. It's not that good.
It is better than you give yourself credit for.
It's, like, passable. Like, I appreciate the I don't know what the word is right now. That you think I can do things better than I can, but, like...
Passable is legitimately one of the nicest things I've ever heard you say about yourself. So if it's passable to you, imagine what it looks like to normal people who actually, you know, like you.
I mean, I've always said it's, like, passable. They're not great, though.
A little better than mine. That's all I'm saying.
It's a good one, Cuts, though.
What'd you say, Adam?
It's a little better than anything I can draw at the moment.
Well, you don't practice drawing. I do.
I do occasionally when I'm bored at register. I draw the receipts.
Well, do it more.
I can't do shit. It's too busy to
I
draw.
worked whenever I was bored, but I would just start writing little haikus on the corner of papers, or just little stanzas. But as Reared Liam holds up a biography of Jay Gold, American industrialist, perhaps one of the people very well responsible for the sort of greedy practices that led to the current state of the environment in the Dustbowl. And Eleanor is given the name and location of perhaps another ghost that may help her. I believe that is a good point to call it.
I was gonna ask if there's anything for me to write down, write the names down in.
Perhaps anything you keep on your person.
Just tears a sheet out of the book.
I have to check my titty pocket.
So you have to be the one that draws it. You're the meme master.
Okay. So what are we talking in terms of the XPs?
I will say everybody can take 2 XP.
Yay.
Alright.
And commence the vote.
That's...
You know what? I vote for Amai because you know, she's playing the Slua, and her character is actually really useful, being both a librarian and able to communicate with the dead. We are leaps and bounds ahead, I feel like, where we would be without her.
I can also talk to trees.
Oh, that too.
I feel like she
can talk to people, but the Slua can talk to everything else.
I asked the wrong questions, though, and that was my bad.
Daestra, I know exactly what you're referring to.
Man. Fuck. That's
Oh,
why I
yeah,
love
yeah,
this
yeah.
community. I'm so proud of this community.
Wait, what now?
Oh, no, just fucking Daestra and Shiny.
Oh, so Shiny, that's really funny.
Oh
I just
yeah,
saw
we
that.
explain the vote for for our dear custom Blink.
Okay, so...
Oh yeah, if you haven't been here before, it's a rule Chaz stole from another storyteller that we now steal from Chaz. But at the end of a session, we pick somebody who we thought was, I don't want to say interesting, but somebody who role-played well or made everybody laugh, and we allow them to have a bonus XP.
Yeah, or it's just super useful. Yeah.
It's literally
MVP.
I think I've literally approved votes before because somebody liked the shirt somebody was wearing. We don't care. It's mostly like, hey, good job, you're cool.
So Daestra goes to Eleanor, Shiny Mui goes to Eleanor, Vasil goes to Adam for being mean to him.
Vote against Adam. So I get -1.
Oh, he gives a vote against Adam. Adam's at -1 from Vasil then.
Yes, yeah.
Check that out, Chaz. We're already not last place.
I honestly don't think I did too well this round, but you
did everything in this round, yeah. You did the talking to the trees.
I appreciate it.
Talk to the library people. The dead
The
did all the
dead.
talking. The dead. All I did was insult Vasil and make bad jokes. So.
I vote for the VTuber because I like VTubers. Thank you, Shiny.
I too will vote for our dear VTuber because it's nice that she got to have an Amai episode.
Yoo-hoo.
So Adam is currently at a -1, and Eleanor is at 4. Due to Adam, due to making an enemy of the nation of Bulgaria.
God damn it, Adam! We only have so many Bulgarians on our side.
We'll make more.
That's up to the Bulgarians to make more. We don't control them. They're our strong allies.
That's where we're currently planning that hopefully someday we will do the first CAFCON in Bulgaria.
Negative XP.
And now Adam ruined that idea.
Yeah, like get to a certain point on someone stockpiling XP and all the bonus XP starts coming from their pool.
Thank you, Custom Blink.
Josh gets an XP.
Oh yeah, we're a little derailed.
You can use it on any character you want to.
It's okay if you ever see us. If you were to ever sit on a home game, you know it's exactly the same way.
Yeah, that's a good point. We're never on track. Although I like to think that's part of the charm. You know, most of our audience come, and I've asked this before, but I think most of our audience comes here for us as much as the game, because if you're mostly here for the game, there's tons of people doing that. So hopefully you guys actually like us and want to hear what we have to say and what we have to think. Maybe I'm wrong about that, in which case, you know, our channels are open for you to tell us to shut the fuck up.
Hey, for Dick Joe. That's funny.
Well,
Vasil, you have to let us know how many castles there are in Bulgaria, because ideally we'd like to hold CAFCON at a Bulgarian castle.
That'd be dope.
It's
Yeah.
true. This has been said before.
They come dressed as a samurai.
That's true, Shiny, you did. Shiny was a patron for the longest time.
Hell yeah.
And if anyone in chat, just because, is wondering what I am, because I feel like it might be confusing to some people, I am a cat girl. I have a tail.
Somewhere. It's there.
Yeah, it's behind my head. There we go. There's my tail.
Oh, yeah.
Just that everything's black behind me, so you know, it's hard to see it. Goth cat girl, yes. As long as your character doesn't pussy out, I don't know, man. I think I do that a lot.
I mean, it's intimate as you want until somebody runs a flaming car through a door because they couldn't find the key.
Well, it seems like if no more votes are coming in, I believe Eleanor takes the bonus XP.
Yeah, I think so.
I would still hold CAFCON, like some kind of open air thing. Ideally when the weather's good.
Thank you, everyone.
In the ruins of a Bulgarian castle.
By the way.
You know, sadly, no. I think, what's his name? I can't remember, and I'm so sorry because I'm doing him a disservice. The guy from LARPs, the series, he is a huge Changeling fan and a huge Exalted fan. He is, but he actually had a chronicle for the longest time called Changeling the Streaming. I think it's actually on YouTube. He is the only other guy I've seen stream Changeling.
All I have to do now is purr. I mean, I can't actually physically do the sound, but I can do the onomatopoeia.
Onyx Path was streaming a Changeling Chronicle for a little while.
That's true. Why the fuck did I forget that? I have failed you, Watson Senpai. Someone bring me my Sudoku knife.
Alright, well, I mean, I pushed the number up to 3, so... We do too, and frequently use their dice app, much to our own chagrin.
We actually used to stream on their channel for a while. The issue was we don't always play Onyx Path games, so we dedicated like 2 weeks a month to just them, right? And well, they got people that wanted our time slot that were willing to be just Onyx Path, so they bumped us for a more consistent schedule, which I don't hold a grudge for.
Yeah,
But
we
yes,
get it.
We love Onyx Path. Hopefully they love us. They showed up in the stream tonight, which is super cool. I always love it when that happens. Makes us feel important. But yes.
Good. Now I will be looking for those pictures now, Vasil, on the Discord.
What?
These are all
He said
important
he was
people
going to
too.
show us, send us some pictures of a castle where we're going to have to hold CAFCON Con.
Hell yeah, man. I'm down.
We certainly try custom Blink. Thanks very much. We appreciate that.
We'll start a new. I mean,
Great.
maybe we won't. Well,
We're a great bunch of assholes.
start a new text channel in Discord. It'll be like the CAFCON Con Planning Committee. Like, I'll just start putting it together.
All right, well, thank you all for showing up.
Yeah.
We've had a blast. And next month we'll be playing...
Oh, yeah,
Chad?
yeah, that's right. So, here's what's going on. Is me and Josh used to alternate, like, every session, just so one of us wouldn't get burnt out or have too much to do. Wasn't necessarily the best idea because nobody knew what we were streaming and when. The stories were hard to follow. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch off month to month from now on. So Changeling, Josh's Changeling game will absolutely continue. It is coming. Next month, however, I am starting a campaign of Star Wars Saga Edition. It's going to be set during roughly about the same time as Shadows of the Empire. There will be very little overlap. I haven't picked a starting planet yet. So yes, next week we will be doing character creation for that. It will be dope. I certainly hope to see. Is CSVS coming at some point? I want to bring it back. Yes, it will. I'm trying, dude. I don't know where the time goes sometime. Ideally, my time has opened up, so maybe I can start doing it again. I just have to actually sit down and do it. Let's see how the next couple weeks go, and I'll try and find some time for CSVS if I can. Can I do what? Or with Disney?
He's talking about playing Star Wars on stream.
Oh.
Yeah, why not? It's a fucking RPG. I feel like even if Disney wanted to do that, they probably wouldn't, just because that's amazing negative PR. But yeah, there's like Star Wars games and like actual plays and stuff out there. We should be fine.
And if all possible,
If
I
not,
might be
we'll just
streaming
have
some
to
my
take
stuff.
it down.
Yeah, we'll take down Disney one step at a time.
I gotta figure out what
like
I want.
people fucking stream Nintendo shit all the time.
We can George, right? Yeah.
So I think I mentioned that Tom was gonna do a Star Wars campaign for a while, and I actually rolled up a Gungan Jizz Whaler to play in his campaign. Never got to play it.
I'm
So
sorry.
now your Gungan Jizz Whaler is going to be an NPC, I'm assuming, that's going to tag along with the party. It's going to be the DMPC.
Oh, I am
Yeah.
not that vindictive.
That's a thing you made. Jesus.
A
A
Jizz
Jizz
Whaler.
Whaler.
Go ahead and explain it, Josh. You everybody likes your voice better.
So you know what jazz is, right? Jazz is a music in our world and our timeline. And so, what's the race called again? The people with the Bith, right?
I don't remember, dude. They're
like
just the
jazz?
Cantina guys.
Yeah. So the Bith are one of the races in Star Wars that you see in the cantina scene, playing the instruments. And so back in the 70s, I'm assuming not everybody at Lucasfilm or George Lucas himself knew what jizz was in colloquial terms. And so they're like, oh, what's like a spacey version of jazz? And they're like, we'll call it jizz. Instead of jazz, it's jizz. And so instead of being a jazz whaler, you're a jizz whaler.
And so when I sat down to make a character, in order to pay these motherfuckers back for everything they've done to me as an ST, I was like, what kind of character could I possibly make for this? And especially since whenever I try to bring my A game to a campaign, if Josh usually isn't running the game, it almost universally backfires in my face. I have many stories to that regard. But, so I was like, I'm just going to make the fucking wackiest character I can, and the thing that came to mind was Gungan Jizzwhaler. So, I just fucking ran with that, and I never got to play the bastard.
However, has had my favorite Star Wars character that we've played.
Which one?
The Ewok.
Oh, man.
Wait, you mean Tom's Jawa with the jetpack?
Yeah,
Ewok.
not Ewok. Yeah, the Jawa, not an Ewok.
Yeah, got thrown down a fucking reactor shaft, died like a fucking hero.
So you mean Jedi?
Yeah. Yeah, that fucking character was great. The dude literally had a fucking Wookiee bowcaster, which I think he had to take.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he had to take feats to use just so he wouldn't fly across the room every time he fired it. So he was this amazing destructive force, and they're in a room with like this droid whose memory chip like everybody wanted to get for one reason or another. So he tries tackling the droid, rolls a nat 1, and ends up sliding off into this fucking abyss. And the adventure I was literally running specifically states that anybody that falls down the reactor is just completely fucked, because it's like almost 1,000 degrees down there, and it's like a 700-foot drop to get that far. So we just kind of waved goodbye as the best character we've ever seen. Did an Emperor Palpatine straight into the center of the sun.
Oh, fuck.
That was Bob's character was Grim Jabba, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Bob's character was a little different. The slave of Dorito the Hutt. His was pretty great too.
Yeah.
I highly look
Somehow
forward to
manages to make like a Spaceballs reference and keep it like his own thing at the same time.
Well, no, Dorito the Hutt was Josh.
Yeah, that was me.
Well, still, like the point still stands. Dorito the Hutt, that's fucking hilarious.
I very much look forward to seeing what you demented bastards are going to foist upon me this time. This should be good.
It's going to be a tough one. I don't know what to make it, but I'll think of something.
Well, that's
I have no
reasons.
idea what I can make, so we'll see.
Well, that's one of the
So look
reasons why
forward to it.
Do what now?
No, I was telling everybody to look forward to it.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I'm session zeroing, so everybody can sit down and talk it out and do what they want to do. So again, it's going to take place between Empire and Jedi. Probably not a whole lot of overlap with, but it is taking place in Legends continuity. That is important. So, that stuff. Yeah, we will see everybody next week for that. Anything else you want to say to these wonderful, beautiful people? Custom Blink, thanks for being here. Thanks for the follow. We really appreciate having you. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Hopefully, we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Stay caffeinated. Right?
They said
Or
we're
don't.
gonna
We're
sleep
not
like
the
guys.
bosses of you. Bye.